Yeah, get on down to the Triple Crown and pick out your ride. We got what you need. Come on, get your keys. Yeah, we got the best deal in town, so get on down to the Triple Crown. Well, we got the best deal in town, so get on down to the Triple Crown.
Dirty floors? Not a problem with the new Taylor Swiffer.
Hard floors, maybe they need cleaning. I know what will leave them gleaming. The new Taylor Swiffer mop.
Yes, the new Taylor Swift.
Lightweight, easy to carry. Picks up messes that are hairy.
Thank you,
and
Taylor.
Dust and dirt and other things that you've got.
Taylor, they've got the idea now. The new Taylor Swiffer. It just keeps going and going. Just like you know who. Taylor, stop singing. Enough, Taylor. Shut up.
It stores right in your closet and it's cheap.
Hey y'all, I'm Michaela Lane and you're on the morning ride.
Hey, this is Jaden Hamilton.
Hey, this is Ed Jurdy from the Band of Heathens. Get your morning started right, listening to Texas Homegrown Radio.
Good morning. My name is Vivian, and this is my daddy.
My name is Wade Skinner, and you're watching The Morning Ride with Texas Homegrown Radio.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeff from Saints 11, and you're on the morning ride with my brother from another cousin, Mr. Jody Lee. What's up, kids? No? Okay.
It's the morning
Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's The Morning Ride.
Nope. This is the first I've heard of it.
Come on. What?
Hey everybody, this is Ray Wiley Hubbard, and you're on the morning ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
I know that, dude. It's a household name.
Hey, hi, my name's Gino Salerno. I'm a professional voice actor and an audio engineer who's worked with many a rock, pop, and country artist to help make them sound as great as they can possibly sound. But Jody Lee, man, bro, there's nothing I can do for you, bro. That dude's toast.
Did that guy just burn you on the radio?
Yeah. That's Sheryl Crow's sound guy. Like, she won't play without that guy running sound for her. So.
For real?
Yeah. His name's Gino. Gino Salerno. He's like a sound guy to the stars or whatever. So.
Oh, okay.
Like, if she went and played on, like, David Letterman or one of those things, he had to do the sound for her. Like, or she didn't do it. Like,
okay.
So I got to meet that dude. He was super cool, and he goes, hey, you want me to, I'm a voice actor. Would you like me to do you a liner? And I'm like, yeah, do something making fun of me. He's like, what? I go, do something making fun of me. It's way cooler. Like, because everybody always wants to say, like, for some reason, Ray Wiley said, the one and only Jody Lee, right? Well, then everybody started doing that. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I'd rather you make fun of me, be funnier,
yeah,
cooler. But because Ray did it, everybody else wanted to do it,
Yeah.
It's kind of like
the
that
trendsetter.
guitar. That guitar right there, Willie Nelson signed it, and he put 96 on it. Well, then other people started putting the year, like Cross Canadian Ragweed and Roger Krager. And I asked the other guys, I said, do you always put the year? And they're like, no, but Willie did it. I'm like, how influential, you know? They looked at what he wrote and did what he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy, huh?
The man.
That is pretty cool, though. Like, seriously.
I even have hang on.
Are we supposed to hear these guitars in our ears?
I still have this that he gave me. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I carry it sometimes for luck. Willie gave it to me. He broke it playing.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I carry it sometimes, not always. Afraid I'll lose it.
Yeah. Good luck, John.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
It's not much on there, though.
No, that's good. As long as you just catch a little bit of it, I'm good.
Okay. Cool, man. We got Christopher Wright in studio with us live here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
That's right. That's right.
From Texas Homegrown Studios. Y'all want to jam?
Yeah, dude. I don't get this opportunity very often.
We'll kick this segment off right.
Hell yeah.
What you gonna do for us?
So, dude, I have So if you find yourself, you've made like several decisions in a row that leave you in a position to where you're right next to a toilet, and the most comfortable thing that you've got is that cold floor underneath you. You know what I mean? Like you're it's like in a bad way, and that linoleum floor just feels so good.
Feels so good.
So I didn't ever think that on the bucket list or the bingo card was me writing a song about a flooring product, but here you go. So it's called Linoleum. It goes like this. Water on my face, cold beer for the shower. Doing what I gotta do to wash off the night before. Could have been a day, a week, or an hour. No idea who I'm even living for. A cold comfort can feel it through my clothes. Great disregard of the hands and feet to move. Slowly drowning, holding on to a hose. Good God, son, what the hell you trying to prove? Fighting back the demons, pounding at the door. Waking up and ready to take on 100 more. Haunted by delusions, a selfish man implores. Coming face to face with that linoleum floor. Shaking off the haze, wading through the fuzz. I be damned what that brown liquor does. Gotta get up, find a handle to hold. Lord, have mercy, this shit's getting older. Fighting back the demons, pounding at the door. Waking up and ready to take on 100 more. Haunted by delusions, a selfish man implores. Coming face to face with that linoleum floor. Oh, oh. Come on, Jay. Oh, yeah. Fighting back the demons, pounding at the door. Waking up and ready to take on 100 more. Haunted by delusions, a selfish man implores. Coming face to face with that linoleum floor. Yeah, the sun. Dude, now I'm spoiled for the day.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Everybody's like, keep that going. Like, we did talk a lot in the first segment, so maybe we could just play some tunes this time. And, give everybody, I love it. That's a great song. Who would make a great song out of linoleum?
I don't know. Well, we were recording.
That's got to be managing me, man.
So we were recording at the Zone Studios down there in Dripping Springs, and a cat named Pat Mansky was like tracking some stuff for us. And anyways, there's like this mother-in-law suite, and my buddy Tobin Dale from Nashville, he was in town doing some guitar stuff on the album, and we were just in that mother-in-law suite, and he had that little shuffle kind of going on. I was like, dude, have you ever gotten that spot where you feel terrible? You made a whole bunch of bad decisions, and that freaking cold linoleum floor feels so good. I think a lot of people relate to that. And so, yeah, it's like, okay, let's do that.
Into it. That's a good one right there.
Got another one on this album. It's called Collin County Jail.
Let's play that.
Well, so that one is it's kind of a funny story because, you know, like whenever you go into the Collin County Jail, you get a number, and then that number stays with you. Well,
Collin County Hilton, huh?
I grew up in Collin County, and I got my number when I was 16. So my number is like one of the first numbers that you get. So imagine having a social security number, and your number is like 000001036. Because I had a pellet gun, and I decided to shoot at a Jeep when I was 16 years old, and a judge made an example out of me. So I got a chance to go to the Collin County Jail when it was first built. It was super nice. And the last time that I went was 2016. Same year that I got sober.
Do they use the same number or you get a new number?
I had the same number. So all these people that were in there had like these numbers that were like in the hundreds of thousands.
And you're like, the OG is here.
That's awesome.
The originator started this.
So I wrote this song. It's called Collin County Jails. It goes like this. Making deals with the ink on my arm in the Collin County Jail. The faded lace on this Celtic cross reminds me how I failed. If I hadn't burned every bridge I'd crossed, maybe they'd go my bail. Instead, I'm making deals with the ink on my arm in the Collin County Jail. It's a fluorescent glare, a foxhole prayer to save my ass, amen. If you get me out of here, good Lord, I won't come back again. With a list of all the times I've lost and shit I won't get back. It ain't my first time in the Collin County Jail, but it sure as hell's my last. There's a few too many faces in here that I recognize. When they handed me my jumpsuit, they already knew my size. This time it don't seem to fit, 'cause now I realize there's a few too many faces in here that I recognize. Yeah, it's a fluorescent glare, a foxhole prayer to save my ass, amen. If you get me out of here, good Lord, I won't come back again. List of all the times I've lost and shit I won't get back. It ain't my first time in the Collin County Jail, but it sure as hell's my last. Come on, Jeff. Yeah, it's a fluorescent glare, a foxhole prayer to save my ass, amen. If you get me out of here, good Lord, I won't come back again. A list of all the times I've lost and shit I won't get back. It ain't my first time in the Collin County Jail, but it sure as hell's my last. It ain't my first time in the Collin County Jail, but it sure as hell is my last.
I love it. That's good stuff right there, man.
Yeah.
Let me tune you real quick.
I'm probably out of tune, bro.
I was just thinking I want to write a sequel about being a jailer at the Collin County Jail.
Yeah.
Waiting for Chris to come back.
I know you're coming back.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's coming from the jailer at the Collin
This
County
funny.
Jail.
So our buddy Ray also told me another thing. Jody, I was like, Ray, you know, man, I'm starting to get a little nervous, dude, because, you know, like, the cops aren't chasing me anymore. My bills are paid.
Things are too good.
My wife loves me.
Are you Ricky Bobby's dad?
All
You want to go get kicked out of an Applebee's?
Yep. Let's go. Yeah. It's like he goes, don't fuck it up. Okay.
You ask him now, he'd be like, "Oh, I was drunk when I said that, Christopher." Like, what? You could be second place. You could be third place.
You could be fifth.
You could be fifth place.
Yeah, you could be fifth.
I based my whole life on what you said.
There we go.
So,
Bobby, I was drunk when I said
I hate to shift you on that one. But
Sorry.
Go to your fourth.
I somehow went to Talladega Nights in my head. So, Raby Lynn, good morning. She said she loved that song you just did. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. She's up there in Michigan. I bet Christopher will get up there and play sometimes.
Heck yeah.
He goes everywhere.
Is this sound tuned to you?
Try the Canadian string.
The A.
The A? No.
Try the B.
There it is.
There we go.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just repeated. So this song's called Love Me Yet. I kind of have an estranged relationship with my daughters, and the song was pretty tough to write, but recording it wasn't much easier, but see what y'all think. I knew it, baby. I saw it all in your eyes. One look, you had me dead to rights. It's been a minute. We've been walking this line. I'm ready to burn up the night. But you don't love me yet, but I won't give up. I'll spend every damn day trying to earn your love. You had me from the very first moment we met. I've loved you since, but you don't love me yet. It ain't no rushing. We can just take it slow. You got my heart in your hands to hold. I'm right here, baby. When you're ready to go, it's up to you, and you know, you'll know, and I'll know that you don't love me yet. Won't give up. I'll spend every damn day trying to earn your love. You had me from the very first moment we met. I've loved you since, but you don't love me. Yeah. Now you don't love me yet, but I won't give up. I spend every damn day trying to earn your love. You had me from the very first moment we met. Loved you since, but you don't love me. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. So, man, that was kind of like a one of those songs that was difficult to put down and write. like it was like, you know, just like had a I think it was like I felt like I was in like a spiritual fight the entire time I was writing that song and recording it.
Quit licking the frogs.
Yeah. There were no frogs licked in the recording of this song.
Don't lick my frogs, Diddy Frog Licker.
Diddy Frog.
My name is Simon. I like to do drawings. Sorry. Dirty Frog Licker.
So
it's a good thing I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be in trouble. Wrong place, wrong time, saying the wrong thing.
When they did that commercial, you know, this is your brain on drugs. It just made me want eggs. Like, I didn't even care about the drugs. I'm like, ooh, eggs. That sounds great. I'm so hungry. Let's have an omelet.
Let's have an omelet.
I wonder what kind of things I could put in an omelet.
Right.
I could put lots of things, like little bits of things.
I don't want a
little
biscuit.
omelets.
I don't want a biscuit. Like a roll, please.
That is not a biscuit.
A biscuit's not a cookie.
You don't put gravy on a biscuit.
What are you doing, mate? You've gone bonkers.
That was for our people overseas. I could throw a little Britain in there, you know?
It's funny. So,
I saw a great little video that somebody did the other day. It was one of the actors that's on that. It's a TV show where they're like animal control. I guess it's called Animal Control, but he was on it. But it was like showing the dude that came up with the Webster's Dictionary. Is the funniest thing. You got to look it up. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm writing down definitions for my words." And they're like, "What are you wasting time? Like, this is stupid."
Nobody's ever gonna read this.
Every time they'd say a word, that he'd be like, "Oh, I forgot that one," and you know, he'd write it down. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I was in a bar, and these guys kept saying this word, and I was laughing, and then they were like, 'You don't even know what that word means.'" And he's like, "Sure, I know what it means." And okay, what does it mean? And he's like, and he goes, "So I'm making a book of references so I can go back and know what the words mean." Showing how Webster's Dictionary started. It was great. But then everybody would say a word, and he'd
It's like the chicken and the egg thing.
Think how hard that would be, though, to think of all the words and make definitions for all the words. That would take a long time.
It developed. Yeah, it's been a couple thousand years in the making now.
I'm wanting to make one for Jeb.
It used to be like this.
Jeb makes his own words up, so I'm going to do a Jebster's Dictionary.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, so people can understand what Jeb's talking about.
Yeah.
He talks in drummer sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
yeah. Okay.
I need to
down
play
with that.
do, not do, got to do. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
A sphincter say what?
What? Oh, dang it! Got me again.
Did you ever get a chance to hear that "Off to the Race"? Or it was called a good one to quit on, Jody? I think you spun that song. You spun that song a couple times.
Oh yeah, Remy said that you remind her of the guy that's like, "What? No way! For Pete's sakes!" The guy on TikTok, you know?
Who?
Yeah, the guy. He's like on TikTok. You do kind of talk like him.
Who's that?
He's like something. He'll find something. He'll like shows how something works, and he'll go, "What? No way!" What does he say? He says something else.
Pete's sick.
But he says something else too. I think it's not Pete. I think he says yeah. He says but he says that for it. But anyway, yeah, you have to look up that guy. You kind of do talk like him. Good call, Remy. Now I made her hungry for eggs too. Okay, leave it on. Everybody wants eggs now. This is your brain. This is your braining breakfast. Excellent.
It's beans for breakfast again.
I know. I went on this protein diet, and they're like, you could have meat and eggs and dairy, and I'm like, why did I pick when the egg shortage is to go on this diet? The eggs cost as much as the steak does.
You gotta get some chickens.
No.
Chase them around, get them butt
This
nuggets.
has started to come down right now.
Huh?
The eggs prices have started to come down.
I think
now.
they're, yeah.
Did you find it interesting that there were a bunch of poultry plants across the nation that were setting on fire?
Yeah. And then the rest of them got the flu. The rest of them got the flu.
Anybody ask questions like, I wonder who's doing that?
Yeah, supply and demand. It's a supply and demand.
100%.
Yeah. He's like, I 3D printed some chickens. It's just as good.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff.
And eat these fake eggs. I
Yeah.
saw people talking about eggs cost too much for Easter, so they're just going to use chocolate eggs. And I'm like, isn't that what people like more anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, I do like some boiled eggs, but I don't know.
Did you ever like those Cadbury eggs? The ones with the
Hell yeah.
You like
caramel
those?
in there? What?
It wasn't caramel. It was like a wasn't it?
Oh,
like a
the
weird.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I didn't like those.
No,
originally.
that made me feel weird.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It just like felt wrong. Like I'm a dude.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, that's gross.
You can't be tough and eat one of those. Like
No.
that's like eating a sausage in front of your friends. Not cool. Or a banana. Don't do it.
No.
It happened to me coming back from Mark Powell's festival one time, and Gary Newell had pulled up beside me, and I didn't see him. And I was eating a sausage on a stick that I got at Allsup's because that was the healthiest thing I could get there.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody else is eating fried burritos. There's a car full of people, and I'm eating this sausage, not thinking about it. And I get a text from Gary Newell.
Oh.
And he goes, "You don't look very manly sucking down that sausage." And I'm like, can't eat them. Now every time I eat them, I think of that. Like, it's weird.
Damn it.
They probably did you.
I take it.
though.
Take it.
That Allsup's food is poison.
Take it off the stick and eat it sideways.
Yeah, right. Like sausage on the cob.
Yeah, that's a
It's like-
compliment.
I've been going down rabbit hole of these videos of these Indian food trucks, man. It's bad, dude. Them suckers are freaking sitting there like breaking up the rice like this, you know, on people's plates, washing their hands on the plate too, you know, like they're gross, bro.
What it?
Oh, in India, the
yeah.
street food people. Oh man,
Yeah,
they're like cutting the meat with their toenail.
Yeah, I seen a kid and had like a big thing of water, and the guy walks in and he goes, "What do you got there?" And he's like, "Magic water." And it cuts to this other guy. He's like, "Yeah, magic water, because you're gonna be pooping through a screen door later. It's gonna be coming out like Taco Bell. Don't drink that magic water."
No kidding.
Magic water.
But I mean, seriously though, like these like Indian food truck videos gotta go, man. But I can't stop watching them.
It's like
they're just like hands look gross, man, and they're just grabbing stuff, and putting it in there, and
Don't eat at the Indian food truck for sure.
never.
Yeah.
No. And you don't know what that meat is that's hanging on the thing that they're shaving off of either. What is that? It looks like some dude's arm.
Yeah. That's
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's probably not, but yeah.
stuff that ruined your appetite.
What if you ate human and you didn't know it, but then you started craving?
If
Like,
you ate
know?
if you ate McDonald's,
This is taking a turn.
they've proved that there's human meat in McDonald's meat. You don't want to eat that.
I mean, you ever drive by somebody and think, man, they look tasty?
No.
No.
Jeffrey Dahmer did.
I mean, either. I was asking for a friend.
If anybody's listening to this right now,
I think this is the conversation Otis Toole had with Jeffrey Dahmer. You know?
we're
I'm not even here. This is AI.
My name's Christopher. I just came to Stephenville last night.
Hello, I'm Jody Lee.
If you don't find me,
I rode with a guy that we met on Craigslist one time.
We gotta talk
and
this
I pinned we had a guy pick us up. This guy picked us up in Missouri, and that my friend found on Craigslist. Like, he found this dude. Like, we could get an Uber, so he found a dude on Craigslist, because this is like right when all the car stuff was starting.
Right.
And this old couple picked us up, and I swore they were going to take us to the woods and murder us. He had a gray ponytail, and his teeth looked like they were made of wood. I think it was George Washington. Like,
See, his teeth
it
are
was
made of wool.
He either had so much plaque on his teeth that there was no lines in between them, or it was all made of wood. I'm pretty sure it was wood.
Okay.
And he kept asking us
He made
really
his own
weird
dentures.
questions. Like, he had like a lot of weird questions he asked us. And I mean, I really was. I was sitting in the back, pinning my location the whole way. Like, I was like, in fact,
your main source of sustenance.
Like, wow,
would you say you're more white meat or?
Let me ask you this: how many vaccines have you had in your life?
Oh God!
You don't do drugs, do you, man?
Do you-
Yes, all of them.
Do you eat a lot of GMO type foods?
I am very toxic.
Yeah, you don't like it. You won't want it.
Here, burn yourself with this lighter real quick. Let me see what it smells
I
like.
just got home from my job cooking in that Indian food truck. But I was the only time I've been scared someone was going to eat me. I really thought that dude was going to. He was looking at me like, man, that dude will last me through the winter. You know?
At least.
That when
The
y'all
skinny
picked up
ones
the-
don't last very long.
Is that when you picked up the school bus?
He was like pinching me, like he's checking my fat level. You don't want me, man. I'm all fat.
He's like, jump up and down real quick.
It'd be greasy. I'm all fat, man. You don't want me. That's why I tell everybody I gained all that weight so no one could kidnap me. Not again. I got kidnapped before. Sam Riggs kidnapped me once.
Yeah.
They threw a bag over my head and then pulled me into the band van and drove off. But the problem was I knew everybody that was standing outside the club.
Yeah.
And everybody was chasing the van.
No.
Because they thought I really got kidnapped. And I really did too. I was going to hurt somebody.
Oh.
They had me like with a bag over my head and tied up and like the real deal.
Yes.
It was pretty cool though, actually. Afterwards, like it was cool. They took me to a party that I didn't want to go to.
What a cool story, yeah.
Well, I didn't want to go to this party, so they just kidnapped me and made me go.
What are friends for?
Yeah. And then they told everybody I was their sport player. And then girls were like, "Oh my God, you play the Sparks?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the only artist that's sponsored by KFC and Taco Casa." Yeah. Because that's the only place you get sporks.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
There was a band when we were growing up in high school, and they were called Spork. And my buddy Randy Sandin is actually in my band now.
What?
He was in. Yeah, he's like a dude. This guy is just an amazing player. He plays keys, percussion. He plays the saxophone.
Did they break up because Spoon got created?
No, dude. No, but they literally They went over to the KFC like right across the street from our high school, and they like stole like all of the sporks, and so they passed them all out like right before the talent show. They won the talent show, dude. This was like the epic band. There was no bands in like in Allen, but these kids were jamming. They had one song, and it fucking rocked, dude. And it was totally. Mike Byford was my buddy that I played basketball with when we were little kids, and all he knew really about was stuff that he had heard from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was like nasty. So it was just like totally inappropriate, but it was but he was smart. It was nasty, but the adults didn't catch it until they passed out sporks, and everybody threw sporks at the stage. Clearly won. But anyways, Randy Sandin was like the genius behind all that. Well, that cat calls me out of the blue like I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago, and he's like, "Hey man, I see what you're doing out there, da da da." And then anyways, 4 or 5 years ago, so fast forward a little bit, he's like, "Hey, whatever you need, I'm here for you if you want to do anything." So the guy like moved up to North Texas and like picked up shop. He's like, he brought all his gear. He does the lighting and the visual stuff for JEXA, the
Oh my gosh.
So him and his business partner run all sound and visual for that big, huge place.
What?
You guys got to meet this cat.
Awesome.
He was going to come with me today, but he's moving right now. But dude, next time we get down here, because the 4 of us, bro, we got it. We're gonna set up a cajon right here and just throw down. That'll be fun.
Hey, we got cajones.
Yeah, I saw that you had at least one.
Yeah, we call it Lance Armstrong.
Is it really?
Because we only have one.
I know, but that's genius.
And that one's broken too. It's broken cajon.
That's why I don't ride bikes anymore.
Oh.
Dang it.
Done broke my cojones.
Hey, dude, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure we won't get in trouble, and I'll have to, can we do that song?
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love it.
Can we do that?
Yeah, if it's
right.
cool.
So Eric Erdman, I'm gonna give him a shout out anyway.
This would be the first place. This would be the first place that anybody ever heard it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's a hit. I think this song is.
Drop D.
This song is definitely gonna be a hit. I'm proud. I wanted to ask you to do it, but being so new, I was worried to ask you.
I'll try it. I mean, I'm totally comfortable with you guys, like we're in the living room.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the goal.
That's what it's supposed to be.
We just don't want music to be something you gotta go town for, man.
I told him you say that when he got here.
Does that drop D sound right to you?
Go down a little more. Now up. Keep going. There it is.
You have to set this one up though, for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So stay with me. So I see this grainy kind of. I was explaining this to Jeb outside. So we're writing this song almost from the video because I can see it in my head. This cat that's like standing over his congregation. It's like a grainy, burnt looking like Dust Bowl kind of a setting, and the guys, those guys that are like, hey, over here, like the 1920s reporter guys. Yeah, that guy. He's kind of like a
extra
snake oil salesman. Yeah,
get all about it.
And he's trying to sell something to this crowd, and they're not buying it. And what he's trying to sell is common sense.
Love it. Genius.
It starts off like this. Step right up, it's your lucky day. I'm sure you will agree. I'll show you my offer once I read your palm and these tea leaves. If you buy today, tomorrow, it's goodbye to your disease. Get 'em while you can. I'm down to my last 2 or 3. This ain't your average, ordinary discontent. This is grade A certified common sense. Everywhere I look I find all demand but no supply. You think there'd be a line, but there never is. I saw the emperor's new clothes, ice to Eskimos. What's wrong, I don't know, is it my pitch? Yeah, I'll step right up, it's your lucky day, I'm sure you will agree. I'll show you my offer once I read your palm and these tea leaves. If you buy today, tomorrow, goodbye to your disease. Get 'em while you can, I'm down to my last 2 or 3. This ain't your average, ordinary discontent. This is grade A certified common sense. It's so cheap it's almost free. Pure practicality, it should be easy to slang hand over fist. But when they wanna believe that 1 and 1 is 3, how can I let them see that ain't how it is? Yeah, I'll step right up, it's your lucky day, I'm sure you still agree. I'll show you my offer once I read your palm and these tea leaves. And if you buy today, tomorrow, goodbye to your disease. Get 'em while you can. I'm down to my last 2 or 3. This ain't your average, ordinary discontent. This is grade A certified common sense. All right. It's your lucky day, I'm sure you soon agree. I'll show you my offer once I read your palm and these tea leaves. And if you buy today, tomorrow, it's goodbye to your disease. Get 'em while you can, I'm down to my last 2 or 3. This ain't your average, ordinary discontent. This is grade A certified common sense.
Man,
that's
I
good
love it.
stuff
That's
right
a
there.
hit right there. Christopher Wright
That is a
live
killer song,
on the
man.
morning ride. That's good stuff. What?
Dude, that's like, okay, so that song's gonna change, I'm sure, between now and whenever we track this thing.
Because you just wrote it.
Yeah, but I've got it, laid down on like a little MP4. I'm gonna shoot it to you.
Please do.
And I got the lyrics and everything. I'll shoot it to you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we can, we'll see what happens.
Dude, that's gonna be killer.
See what happens.
I love
man.
it. I love it. Man,
Yeah.
more people need to rewrite songs like that. Make
Yeah.
people. Some people should be embarrassed.
You got-
the
you
way
got-
they act nowadays.
Yeah. You got Rami Lynn's
No common
approval.
sense.
She says that is a catchy song.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I like that.
She's a great artist as well, great songwriter. So
Yes, she is.
yeah.
Cool.
We
Up
met
there
her
in
at the White
Michigan.
Elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So that's cool.
Yeah,
Music, we were
man.
talking about that. Like music really can bring people together in so many faraway places. Like
Well, Tanner actually called me yesterday, and he was like, dude, do you think that, he's like, I know you just put an album out, and, we're going to have plenty of content with this album and all the stuff that we're touring on this album right now. So you've got tons of stuff, so there's no rush to it. But he's like, do you think that there's a way that you guys could get a single together for September somewhere in
that's a
there
single for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then just put that out
We're
as a
gonna do
single.
that. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
You gotta make that happen.
Let's
Well,
rock that out. That's a great song. Right
I knew
there.
I was coming out here for more than one reason.
Heck yeah, man, I'm down.
This place too, it's got like
So
you can
talk
feel
about
the
it.
music vibes in here. Like there's something
Yeah.
about it.
All right, cool. Because I was like, I didn't know really which way I was going to go with it.
Dude,
And
that's
It was meant to be.
yeah, I like
it was
that
meant
one.
to be. It
I
was meant to
definitely
happen.
want that one.
Yeah.
So do you know what I'm saying though? Like as far as people aren't like, because I see it a lot. Like there's a lot. The reason that I wrote that song is because I'm seeing on our landscape right now that there's so many things that I go, dude, does that person? How do these people actually think this? Because
Yeah.
some of the stuff is like it's so ridiculous how a common sense is having to be explained.
Well, it's like,
Yeah.
It's like some of
Like,
the
how
stuff.
could you even think that that's okay, right?
It's like some of the
stuff.
So many things.
It's like the Trump stuff. Like the people that hate him so bad.
Oh, yeah.
That they don't even see like them finding out all this money that's been wasted, and they're not even mad about that. They're just mad that he's the one that found it. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Like all these people that wanted electric cars, they're mad, and they're like, we wanted them, we just didn't want him to make them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, what?
It's curious things
What?
that
Yeah,
make
people,
me
like-
scratch my head and go, "There's no sense there." There's no
But they're like, I'm supposed to like. I'm
Now
supposed
everybody's
to-
going off about the tariffs, and they're like, talking about how he's going to cause the Great Depression, and he's really not. What's going to
fixing
happen
it.
is factories are going to come back to the United States.
They already have.
Yeah,
And that's
it's already happening.
it's creating jobs, not taking them away.
I tell you though, who gave the best speeches of all time? I've been watching some old speeches from Ronald Reagan. That dude was hilarious.
Miss me.
He had a great sense of humor.
Man, he was like his timing was perfect. Like,
What was the cat's name that he got? He had an adversarial role with, but he was like the Speaker of the House. He kind of had it was a Carol something. You know who I'm talking about? He was the Democratic. He would be basically the equivalent of Chuck
Yeah.
Schumer
Oh, yeah.
now. But
they could disagree, but get along.
Exactly, they got
Yeah.
a lot done.
I think nowadays
So-
everybody, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then I hate you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's,
Oh yeah, and I'm done forever.
and you
Yeah.
won't, and so they don't have a conversation, and if you don't have a conversation, you're at an impasse.
Exactly.
And that to me
That's
is
what's
like
wrong with the world.
And an
today.
impasse is just a roadblock.
You can
Right.
not agree on the same things and still get along and still
Absolutely respect somebody as a human
Yeah.
being.
And sometimes you learn from other people that has a different opinion. You know.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
it kills me too, though. It's hard. Like I think actors, musicians, like if you're really into it and you're giving your opinion and your side, you're just burning like half your fans. Like,
That doesn't make any
it
sense
doesn't help.
either.
Yeah, it does
No.
not. I see some of them get so involved and
I know.
so like, it's like, what are you doing?
That's another thing that our mentor told me is like, don't weigh in.
Yeah, don't. It doesn't do anything good for you.
No, but
It doesn't make a difference either.
No, I have an
You can
interesting.
have your thoughts and opinions, but you can't force them on people. That's
I don't
true.
know. If you tell people on Facebook, then it makes them believe what you say.
So I was raised in a household where my mom was a Lincoln Douglas debate coach. So in Lincoln,
Couldn't fight with her.
Lincoln Douglas but debate is basically in essence what it is that you have both sides of this
Right.
whatever the issue is,
Yeah.
and then
You
you
bring-
have 5 minutes to talk on
Yeah,
this
you
one,
give
and then
your
you got to
argument.
switch sides.
Yeah.
You got to do the other side. So that is the way I watched how communication and how debate and all that stuff developed when I was a kid. And so it was like, you're being ignorant if you don't at least learn the other side so that you can argue the other side. And then I feel like that's a loss.
That's why they say there's two sides to every story.
Exactly. And that's
Sometimes three.
That's very true.
If you're with the bipolar girl.
It's her, you, and also her, plus the other her.
I have a song called Bipolar Girl. And I played it for a girl one time that worked for me because we were at this little event. It was like maybe 20 people watching us.
Did she think you were playing it for
Well,
her?
Oh, here's what happened. Everybody there knew that song because that was like one of my main songs I would play, and and I'd never played it in front of her. And she worked for me. I played it, and she's like staring at me. And she goes, I'm bipolar, right? And I was like, I did not know that.
But I do now.
I said, just wait a minute. Maybe you'll like it. So joking, right? And everybody laughs, kind of lighten the mood. We move on. 4 songs later, I don't know, 3 or 4. She goes, can you play that song again? I'm like, which one? She goes, the bipolar one. Like, it's stuck in my head. It's a really good song. And I'm like, Like the whole crowd's looking around like, what just happened?
Just like prognosticated it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I always tell her, if you don't like the song, you might like it later. But she had some like things happen like that. Like she would be one way and then she'd be completely the opposite way. I had to fire a girl one time that worked for me at Home Depot, and she was bipolar, and she was different if she took her medicine or didn't. Like, yeah, and they made me fire, not the HR guy, me.
They made you Lars fire and David Stain.
So I asked her when we went into the room, I go, so which one am I talking to today? And she goes, the nice one.
No.
And I was like, good. We're going to have to let you go. But like she knew. Like she knew that she was different. Like how weird is that? Like I had, like she really do. She was like two different people. And I was like, which one am I talking to? And she goes, oh, the nice one. Today's the nice one. I'm like, oh, good.
That's good. Where's your E string, bro? Is that right?
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's good stuff.
Have you ever heard Drunk on Me?
No, I don't think so.
So, I you know, Jody Lee, I've probably been known to go out and maybe I would go get drunk and maybe not come home or come home really late or something like that back in the day.
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah,
no.
but so
no way, no way.
But so
no way, for Pete's sakes.
So at one point in time, a couple of years ago, this lady came over and she was dropping off her stuff at my apartment. And she said she was going to be right back, but she didn't come right back. She actually went out and got drunk on me, Jody. I used to stay up all night till I got good and tired, not caring about the time in flight. Then it all came down. It came crashing down. Clock strikes 2 and I'm all out of crown. Oh no. Trying to find the words to say. Can we stay out and play? And play. Come on. Now the story's upside down. This little lady's out on the town. Shoes on the other foot and I'm staring at the clock. No sound. Looks like the tables have turned, you see. My girl got drunk on me. Drunk on me, drunk on me, yeah. Drunk on me, she got drunk on me, yeah. Drunk on me, drunk on me. I said my baby went out and that girl got drunk on me. Come on, Jeff. Woo! Drunk on me, drunk on me, yeah. Drunk on me, she got drunk on me, yeah. Drunk on me, drunk on me. I said my baby went out and that girl got drunk on me. Come on, one more time. Drunk on me, drunk on me, yeah, drunk on me. She got drunk on me, yeah, drunk on me, drunk on me. I said my baby went out and that girl got drunk on me. Woo! I said my baby went out and that girl got drunk on me.
That was awesome, man.
That's good stuff.
Dude, that reminds me of something like it's like a Rolling Stones kind of thing. Man. That was awesome, dude. That was cool, man.
That's what. That's funny you said that because I had 4 songs that I originally showed Ray, and it was in March in 2023.
Yeah.
I was gonna record Collin County Jail, and I sent it to a buddy of mine that was in Denton, and I say a buddy of mine, I was an acquaintance, and he was gonna charge me $3,500 to do the single, and he wanted 10 points on the back end. He wanted 10.
What?
Yes, he wanted 10%. So
he really liked the song. He saw the worth in it.
Well, I immediately had pause, so I asked Ray. I said, Ray, I didn't ever talk music business with Ray because our thing is different. You know,
right. It's music and yeah.
So I had said, do you mind if I ask you a question? And he's like, what do you want to do? I was like, yeah, well, I've got these songs. And he's like, well, call me after this call. And anyways, I get on the phone and he said, what do you want to do with those songs? I said, I want to record them. He said, well, send them on over and I'll see what I think. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. I get a chance to pitch my songs to Ray Wiley and we'll see how it goes. Well, that was in March. So March goes by, April goes by, and May is like halfway through, and I'll never forget it. It was actually May the 17th because when I got the phone call, I was just gotten back from the gym. I was hopping in the shower, butt naked. The shower was on. I get a phone call and it says Ray Wiley Hubbard. So I turn the shower off and I take the call naked, of course. And he goes, hey, I need you to be in Dripping Springs, Texas at the Zone Studios at 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. You're recording with Tobin Dale, my son Lucas, and Pat Mansky's going to track. I was like, he never called me in the meantime to tell me that he even liked them.
He just said it was happening.
So I was like, hey,
here's what you're doing today.
I was like, hey, baby, looks like we're going down to South Texas, or we go to Central Texas. And so we went on down there, but that was what he said. He goes, I hear the Rolling Stones in your country music.
Nice.
And I said, let's chase that.
Yeah.
So then when you listen to this album, dude, you'll hear a lot of those little licks because Tobin Dale is like, he loves the Black Crowes. He loves the Rolling Stones.
Oh, yeah.
Bluesy, gritty. That's why I love that track that you let me hear. It's like so swampy. And,
oh, yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
It's more country, so it's like the Rolling Rocks.
The Boulders. We're called the Boulders, mate.
It was like written from the old Indians from the tribe of the Caliche Indians from Lingerville, Texas.
The Rolling Mountains.
The Caliche Indians, yes.
It's the rolling hills of the mountains.
Lots of white rocks.
Going to the Candy Mountains. Oh, this took a turn. Where did we go?
I told a guy that the other day because all of our roads are like Caliche roads, and this guy was like, he's like, "Oh, you're Indian, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "What tribe?" I said, "The Caliche Indians from they hail from Lingerville, Texas area." And he was like, "Oh, I've heard of the Caliche Indians." Yeah, it's like Comanche, but it's more
powdery. I had a buddy of mine that played shortstop for him.
We're not really white. We're not really white, but the dust from the road, makes us look that way. Everything we touch turns us whiter. We're the Caliche Indians.
Oh. The Caliche Indians, I like it. Oh, man. Yep, I'm a Caliche Indian from way back.
We ride wild hogs into battle with buzzard feathers in our headdress.
Oh, yeah. We shoot.
Caliche Indians.
We actually tie scorpions to the end of our arrows. Those are our arrowheads, of scorpion tails.
Yeah. We have prickly pear bombs we use.
Yep.
I would have come up with some cool weapons if I was like back in the day. You know what I mean? Like
I did.
Use the.
I did.
When I was a kid, man, my dad come into the garage. He'd be like, "What are you building?" I'm like, "A knife." He's like, "That's not a knife. It's like a head stabber thing." Like, doesn't have a blade. It's just a point. And I'm like, I know. It's great, right? It's like, no, it's a prison shiv.
Yeah, in case I go to Collin County Jail.
I used to make all kinds of stuff, man.
Dude, that place was terrible, dude. I found. Hey, did you see that? Did you see the one of those cats in Colorado that was bombing all those Teslas and stuff got caught in Plano like 2 nights ago.
He was bombing Teslas?
He was in Plano.
What?
He was the guy that bombed those.
I didn't even heard about this. What?
Oh, the cat. Yeah, I saw it. Actually, when I was driving out here yesterday, I saw it on the news, and I was like, "Wait, Plano?" And it's like because I live in Frisco or just north of Frisco, so
I don't know why people hate that band so bad.
Plano?
Tesla.
Oh.
Man, it's been a long time since.
I love that one,
dude.
I love that band.
Aren't they the ones that brung up Skid Row though?
I don't know.
Wasn't it Tesla?
They may have pulled them along a little bit. You know, the first time I ever saw Skid Row, they opened for Aerosmith. Aerosmith actually is who set Sebastian Bach and company up.
I saw, dude. What was that?
I make fun of him so much because he looks like a girl, like straight up like a girl.
Sebastian Bach? Yeah, he was pretty.
Yeah.
He's a pretty dude.
Everybody made
that
fun
dude
of
had a
guy.
good voice though.
Yeah, one of the best. He's like operatic.
Man, that I Remember You whenever you.
Yeah.
I remember you.
That's funny.
No,
That's
dude
what I was
had it,
listening to
though,
all
for
that
real.
stuff yesterday. That's
Dude.
what I was listening to. It was like the old rock, hair rock.
Dude, those guys had Rat.
I saw a guy though.
Striper.
I saw Dave
Striper.
Mustaine was talking about. They were like asking him like worst places he ever played, and he said, "I will never go back to McKinney, Texas." And I was like, "What?" And then this guy comes on, and he said, "I was at the show," and he said for some reason people were throwing stuff at him.
Oh wow!
And he stopped the show, like they were throwing beers
Who
and
is this
shoes
now?
at
Dave Mustaine?
Yeah, Mustaine. The one was in Metallica, and then he started the other band, Megadeth. It was a Megadeth show. And,
I love Mustaine.
And then, but of all the places you don't want to go back to is McKinney, Texas, which you don't think to be a wild place, McKinney. But this guy said, I was at the show, and people were throwing beers and shoes and stuff at him, and he stopped the show and said, anybody that sees somebody throwing something, hit them in the face for me. And that just made people throw more stuff. And so he said, if y'all don't stop, then I'm going to hit you in the face. I'm going to jump down there. So they threw more stuff. And so he just stopped the show and left. But he didn't do half of the show.
He didn't get down there and hit anybody in the
No,
face?
no.
Dang.
But I thought it was funny, like, of all the places that he said, I don't want to go back to was McKinney, Texas.
Wow.
And that's like a kind of like a suburb of the Metroplex.
I don't know.
Or was.
Mustaine
Back
was
then
genius,
it was.
though. I love that guy.
You know, we had there. I think it was the jail there. Famously housed Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, did it really?
And they broke out of that jail.
Really?
Yeah, just before that they got gunned down. I think that was out there, and didn't they get shot up in somewhere out towards Arkansas? So they were heading east. They were trying to get out of Dodge, but that was one of their stops along the way, and they broke out of that jail. Yeah, they do that.
Wow.
We're gonna actually they have that play. You know, they do that Texas Music Revolution up there, KHY. And they have the Texas Homegrown Music Stage.
Yeah.
Maley's
Yeah,
stage
they
is like
stole
right
it from
next to the old jail.
I would did it first, but that's okay. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But they get it from
Yeah.
me too. Like they get us
Yeah.
confused a lot. Like
Yeah.
I get tagged in their stuff, and they get tagged. But it kind of works out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care.
Well, because
we're all about helping homegrown.
I tell you what, between the two of your heart and Maley Thomas's heart, y'all are two of the sweetest people I know.
We're like, that's cool.
Y'all are such
Like,
good
we get
folks.
tagged wrong though and stuff all the
Yeah, I
time,
bet.
and we're just like, whatever.
Don't tag me.
Have you ever talked to her?
wrong.
Do you talk to her at all?
No.
Dude, she's such a sweetheart. She's just a hippie chick.
We should do each other's shows.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome. Me and Jeb are about to go on radio tour. It's gonna be weird because we're gonna be on that side of the desk.
Yeah.
On the other side of the desk.
Yeah. Funky. Hey.
Sorry,
Jeb wants to
that
do
was that was Bee Gees. That was just the Bee Gees were narrating ours.
Yeah, we did a show where a Bee Gees tribute band showed up. Like they
Okay.
were playing in Fredericksburg, and they're like nationally known. Like what
They're
was
called Bee Gees Gold.
Yeah, they are
and
amazing.
they play stadiums. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
dude, these guys were playing a
Sound just
stadium
like 'em.
outside of Fredericksburg, like this big
big venue, and they just came and saw us.
They're
It
all
was weird.
leathered out, you know.
Yeah.
And this guy, I'm up there playing a song, and I'm really into it.
Had his eyes closed, and I looked down at this guy. I'm like, "Hey, you play? You want to get up here?"
And he
He's like, "Yeah."
it goes away, and I finish the song. I'm like,
and it's not me.
I'm like, whoa!
I had to pee really bad.
And this guy's just sitting there cheesing at me like, and I'm like, what's
you
up,
could
dude?
tell like if somebody's a musician.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
Oh yeah.
I could see the way he was looking at my guitar.
Oh,
see the way
that's a pretty good
And then,
guess.
and then they did George Strait. Dude's like, you know,
but they'd sing it as the Bee Gees.
But they did it all like Western swing style, which is cool because I had my C6 lap steel up there, so I'm doing all these like lap steel deals on it with him, and he's going, "Oh, my exes live in Texas."
Yeah, he was singing like the Bee Gees.
Yeah, dude, like dude's doing these like these Western swing chords and stuff. I'm not expecting it, you know.
But then the whole band showed up and they got up and did some songs. It was pretty cool. People were like, "What is going on?" They go from me and Jeb to the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
And then they look like them. Like there was the bald guy with the beard.
They did the harmonies and they went through several Bee Gees songs. We're like, cool. I just got down and let them get up there. And
it was
they
awesome.
were killing it. But they come out into different eras. So like they do, if you watch their show, their whole thing is they do all the different eras of the Bee Gees in their show.
Okay. Yeah, so it progresses.
Their first set is like the original, but they wear the same get up and everything.
No way.
And they'll just change their clothes for each set, and they do like a 4-set show, I think.
There was an Eagles cover band that we opened for in George Strait had that.
Or were they called the
La
Kegels?
Ventana? No, it was like a bridge, something Bridges. 49.
Jeb Bridges?
No, but I want to say it's like. I want to say it was like. Try to jump that shark.
Oh, that's
funny. Oh gosh, what is the name of the band? Anyways,
we'll make you hit that high note.
Yeah. But they sounded they
the
did.
Kegels coming soon.
I don't think that was their name, but they were friggin' like spot on, and I remember thinking, holy shit, these guys like they didn't miss a note. Like
that's crazy.
Every song
that's
was
hard to cover. Like to be like the Eagles, yeah.
Harmonies locked in.
But don't you look at them and just be like, why aren't you doing your own thing? Like
right.
Like I don't.
It's curious. That is a.
And there's that cover guy that's Luke Combs when he calls himself like Combs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just does Luke Combs. Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
because that's all
he impersonates him.
Yeah.
It's really weird actually. Like the Like Combs guy, like he impersonates him.
Yeah.
He acts like he is Luke.
He holds
Combs.
the red solo cup. The whole works.
Yeah, he just watches Luke and does whatever Luke does.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
And wouldn't it be weird if there was like
He
somebody
says the
that
same
was
stuff on stage and everything.
like if there was a Christopher Wrong and he just copied everything you do.
Christopher Wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. That just
and he just did everything you did, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you cut your hair, then the next day he had his haircut. You know what I mean? Like it'd be weird. Be like single white female.
Don't they say that the greatest form of flattery is to copy somebody?
I guess.
They impersonate me in China and in Japan. There's a lot of guys that walk around looking just like me, and they just
Yeah.
They say howdy, padna, howdy, how do. It's weird. It's really weird. I've seen it. It's on TikTok. Must be true.
Oh no! I think this has got to be a violation.
Konnichiwa.
Violation. Konnichiwa.
Dude, so that song Collin County Jail, dude, check this out. So like that song, it says like and shit I don't, it's like all the things I've lost and shit I can't get back are the lyrics to the song. Well, so what is it KMOT, the one that's the Nashville radio, the PBS NPR?
Kmart? I used to go to Kmart. It's like a box of chocolates.
It's the main radio station in Nashville.
Kmart. Sounds like how Forrest Gump would say Kmart.
It kind of does.
Kmart.
Kmart.
Yeah, it's the reporting station of record in Nashville, and
is it really?
It's NPR and like public radio.
Yeah.
And I was on that show on Fridays.
Did you cuss on there?
Listen, dude, I didn't even think about it because I was just playing my song. And I had this lady who apparently everybody knows. Shout out Leslie if you ever hear this.
They got fined.
So we had I'm up there and I'm singing that song, and every time I sing that chorus, I say the word shit, and this lady comes up to the stage and she's going like this.
And like, she loves this song.
And I was like, sweet, they sent somebody out here in Nashville to heckle the Texas artist. I'm gonna plow through this.
She loves this song. She's like,
I'm gonna emphasize it.
She's like, got your hands in the air.
Are you serious?
So I'm sitting here saying shit over and over again, and she's looking every time. I'm like, what's up? I got this. Anyways, so I get off the stage, and she goes, first of all, did anybody prepare you to let you know that you can't say shit on these airways? This is FCC regulated. This is gone out. It's already out there. And I said, oh no. I said, well, I thought that if I knew that I couldn't say anything in banter, but I didn't know that I couldn't cuss in the song. So, and she's like, no, it can't be in the song. And no one prepared us to let us know that. So here's the deal. That's usually about a $10,000 FCC fine. And you're going to split
one cuss word?
Yes.
You're going to split that with us if we get fined. And I was like, oh no, actually, because Ray is like one of the people that I have to like, is this real? I mean, could I really happen?
Yes.
And he's like, yeah. He goes, I go, Ray, this is funny because I go, Ray, I thought that because I written it in the song, it's a part of the art that I could say that. And he goes, well, you figured wrong, didn't you?
No, it's a real deal, man. I've gotten fined when I've owned some FM stations. I've gotten fined. Not that bad, but I've gotten fined. It's crazy. They can do whatever they want. They're like game wardens of radio. Like
Luckily, thank you.
But they have to catch it. Like they have to. Someone has to tell them basically, or they're not. But,
hey, you know what? I said Nashville Queers on the radio.
Hold on one second. Y'all mind if I take this call? This is Alexis Tedford, our publicist.
Yeah,
you mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell her we're live.
Hey, Alexis. Hey, you're live on the radio right now on Texas Homegrown Radio. Do you want me to call you back, or do you want to jump in here with us? We'll call you right back, and this is all being recorded. So say hello.
How's it going?
You've worked with a lot of the same people as Jody Lee Caudell here at Texas Homegrown Radio. So.
I always think of her when people go, Alexa. You know, and I'm like, no, you're saying it wrong. It's Alexis.
All right, Don, I'll give you a shot back in just a bit. All right, bye. Great. Okay, that's what goes on. So that's a little bit of behind the scenes thing. So
well, we did go over time, so she probably didn't know we were still in the air. Yeah. I have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
We keep people way too long.
That's all right. We're never gonna let you leave. That's her way of saying, "Hey, wrap it up."
Wrap it up. You gotta go. Yeah, we should do that. But hey, tell everybody where they can find your music and all that stuff. He's got videos out and all that cool things.
Dude, ChristopherWrightMusic.com is our website, but we have all the stuff's out there on Spotify and wherever you steal music.
That's what I always say too.
Yep,
it's true.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere, and I was like, "Hey, that's."
We are the most robbed freaking
industry,
especially songwriters, man. I think something's got to give, though. I feel like that there's gonna be a revolution in a renaissance.
Yeah, it's coming.
Let's say a renaissance.
It's coming.
You think so?
Yeah, it's coming.
It's a revival.
Do you really feel that, dude? I take a lot of stock.
We've been talking about it. We've been talking
about that a lot. Like you could feel it. Things are changing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do feel it too. Okay, cool.
People are sick and tired of the cookie cutter crap, and they're ready to get back to the art.
Yeah. Right on.
We're getting it's going to be definitely like a renaissance.
Yeah. Right sometimes it skips generation.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, sometimes
it's been a while. Man.
Sometimes it has to get old and bland before people crave. You know,
it's been a while.
Creativity
since when Cross Canadian and stuff was first jumping in. That's the last time that there was like just a bunch of different art going around. Everybody was digging it, right?
Yeah.
The problem is when something works, then a lot of people want to just do what everybody's doing that works until it doesn't work anymore.
Tired of recipes.
And then you need people. And then you need people that are creative and different and that stand out. So.
Well, I don't see anybody. I don't think anybody's doing what we're doing right now. No. Like the stuff that because it doesn't fit. It doesn't really fit in like I'll tell you what. I love Dylan Steen for this reason. Dylan Steen is a really good friend of mine, and he took 3 of our songs to top 50 songs in the Texas radio market.
Yeah.
But I approached him with these songs, and they were a little bit more rock and roll, and he goes, man, I'm not going to take your money, Christopher. I love you, man. You know, I love the music, but I can't do anything for this song, because he was basically, dude, he's just got integrity. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily said, yeah, dude, I'll take your whatever $100, $1,000 or whatever, and you know, throw it up against the wall and see if it sticks. But he knew that it wouldn't necessarily roll. So, but it might. It might. But I think that because of the fact that he was saying, you know, I don't think that it's going to be coming from me, and I appreciated that. If nothing else, just the honesty of it all.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just start playing it, and it will be. And then I call Dylan and be like,
crank it.
I like to be different. I like to play things that no one else plays. I like to be the first. Yeah, I like to be first. That's true,
dude. Well, I mean,
I played a lot of people first.
It's true.
You never forget your first.
You know, the country. I think that Texas country music is in the hearts of all of us that are writing songs that grew up here in Texas, and I think that we're gonna write some rock and roll shit because
it happens.
We have some stuff in us.
What, you know? Did people forget about Blackfoot?
Did people forget what Chris Ledoux said? Even cowboys like a little rock and roll.
Don't Chris Don't.
There's it's Chris Ledoux.
Speaking of, do we have time for? Can we do one more?
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's go out with the song now.
Yeah. Okay, because the song called "A Good One to Quit On."
Nice. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Is it a breakup song?
Kind of. So it's actually the last song on this tune here. Am I still plugged in?
There you go.
I was pretty good at knocking them back, but I swear this time I had my last. Sometimes when I close my eyes, those nights come pouring back. It ain't no secret, I got my regrets, like too many words that never got said. If you're gonna leave, then you better believe I'll make a night that you won't forget. Like an old bronc rider hanging up his saddle, one last run to try to bring a buckle back home. I need a good one to quit on. Now I'm burning every bit of this I quit cigarette, waiting on the taste of your goodbye kiss to get gone. Getting a good one to quit on. Still remember the first time, first car, first love, first fight. It's like I'm right there in living color instead of this black and white. Like an old bronc rider hanging up his saddle, one last run to try to bring a buckle back home. I need a good one to quit on. Now I'm burning every bit of this I quit cigarette, waiting on the taste of your goodbye kiss to get gone. Make it a good one to quit on. Some fighters keep on fighting long past their prime. Let's make it as good as it ever was, one last time. Like an old bronc rider hanging up his saddle, one last run to try to bring a buckle back home. I need a good one to quit on. Now I'm burning every bit of this I quit cigarette, waiting on the taste of your goodbye kiss to get gone. Make it a good one to quit on. Like an old bronc rider hanging up his saddle, one last run to try to bring a buckle back home.
Oh yeah, like it. That's a good one to quit on.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, that was awesome.
Christopher Wright, everybody live in studio.
Talk about I ain't country. Someone said, "Hey man, do you know anything about rodeo stuff?" I said, "Well, my dad used to be a healer in the rodeo, and me and my sister would run around in the back, and he would rope us." Does that qualify?
I rope my kids.
Sounds like he steered you the right way.
There you go. If you ain't been roped as a kid, you ain't been.
See what I did?
Yeah.
There? Throw a dad joke in there again.
That's pretty good.
This isn't going to pop
no,
up.
You're good. Hey, thank you again, Christopher. Appreciate it. You'll have to come back and hang out with us and write some songs.
Thank you. Dude, I love it down here.
Bring some buddies. We'll just all get on there and tear it up. We're not your average radio station.
That's right.
We're gonna be working. We're gonna be working on that. We've already got something to do now.
Song is,
That's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
I love that.
Okay. All right, well, we got to get out of here. We can close this thing out. Thank you for hanging out with us, and of course, thanks to our great sponsors that make it possible for us to do this.
Yes, sir.
Like our friends over at Triple Crown Ford and Lincoln.
That's right. Get on down there and let the horses run.
Yeah, and brought to you by Cannonball Insurance Solutions.
Oh.
And of course, Brazos River Air Conditioning.
That's right. If you need help with your AC,
call Wazy.
Don't let it get hot in your spacey.
That'd be crazy. And brought to you by Double D Barbecue.
That's right, where you don't need no teeth to chew.
That's right. Check out his upcoming concert calendar. It's crazy. All the people that have played there. He just had, Josh Weathers was there doing a up close, and and then we got Courtney Patton was just there. Adam Hood, Max Stalling was just there. Like they have it's crazy the people that are coming into that place at Double D Barbecue in Bluffdale, Texas. Check it out.
Man, Adam Hood is
he's like one of my heroes.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I've been friends with Adam a long, long time.
Really?
He helped me start the good music genre.
Oh, cool.
I have to tell you that story sometime.
He's done a lot of work with Brick Cobb, right?
Oh yeah. They write a lot
do some
together.
cool stuff.
Yeah. He's been writing with Travis Tritt a lot also. Cool. Yeah. And the morning ride also brought to you by. Who did I leave out? Somebody. Jeb Bridges.
We didn't make one for Texas Homegrown Studios. No?
Yeah, and brought to you by Texas Homegrown Studios.
Where we don't know some guy named Julio.
That needs work.
Yeah.
All right, you got to finish our sentence. It is tradition.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that pops in your head, you just say it. Yeah. So till next time, take it easy, and if it's easy,
don't make it seem like it's sleazy.
Excuse me. I apologize. I forgot you were there. You may go now.
Well, bye.